Okay, a lot of people actually not quite sure what to do with fish when they got them from fishmongers or from the supermarket. I got a lovely sea bass today, and I'm going to show you quickly how to prepare it, even though it's already cleaned. First of all, wash your hands. Again, use table salt. That's good for cleaning hands. Just a little bit. Rub your hands together. Rinse it. If you have any cuts on your hand, it's going to stink, but that guarantees to clean that cut as well. Okay, so you've got that. Now, I'll show you. This is a nice sea bass that I got this morning. Now you see, the eyes is still very clear. That means it's fresh. When you buy a fish, look at the eyes. Otherwise, you know, you can't tell how fresh the fish is. And also, you see, it's been scaled, but it looks very shiny, so it's actually very fresh. It's been cleaned already by the supermarket. It's actually quite nice, but still, I like to have it a quick clean. Nothing special. What you do, salt, just liberally sprinkle. I leave the head on for what I'm going to do, which is steamed Chinese way with onion and ginger. So leave the head on. And then the inside as well. Sprinkle it in there. Okay, just rub. Don't be too harsh with this, because this is actually very delicate flesh. So you don't want to be too rough with it. Just a gentle massage like that. And that's ready to rinse. Okay. Rinse it all off. Make sure, you know, it's been rinsed off. Otherwise, that fish is going to be very, very salty when you finish cooking it. Now, if you've got any bits, the gills like that you've actually got some left over, make sure you pull it out, because otherwise it's gonna be bitter. So just check quickly. It's okay, it's clean. So it's now ready, it's washed. Now to prepare the fish, when it's going to steaming, is that just to use ginger. Lots and lots of ginger, because the fish has a distinct smell. So using ginger, raw ginger, actually will take away that smell once it's cooked. Spring onion, use that after the fish has finished steaming. So I'll show you how to cut them up. I like to use a little bit of chili as well, that just to give it a little bit of spice when after cooking. So get a big chunk of ginger like that. Cut it up. Okay, those are dried from before, so it doesn't really matter. You can just slice it off very quickly. Just slice a little bit off, otherwise you're losing too much of it. Okay, now take the skin off just by peeling it off. If you've got a big piece, you can use a potato peeler, but that's fine with this piece. So I just use that. Cut. I probably ended up with using the whole chunk of ginger at the end of it, but at least this much for putting inside and on top of the fish when it's cooking, like that. Okay, now first of all slice them. Make sure you've got a knife that got teeth, otherwise you're not gonna saw it off. Okay, you've got big chunks like that, and then you just cut into strips like that. Okay, so you see the juices and things, it's very, very fresh. Let's put them aside. Like that away. Now I'll show you how to do the onion, although we don't really need it for a while. We use both the white and the green bit, so I want to do two of them now. You chopped off the top a little bit, so don't cut too much off, otherwise you're losing too much, and then trim the bottom, which is quite fresh on here, so you don't need anything. Otherwise just cut the tip off like this. Okay, that's enough. So cut off, trim a length which is like this, so you've got about 3 of them. Now slice them so that they come into thin shreds. Just turn them, say cut them to as thin a thread as you can get, because that will release the aroma when you put some oil on top of it afterwards. So cutting it like this. Okay, put them away in a bowl. Similarly, on the green ones, you also do slice. And then put them in a bowl and ready to use. On the chili side, if you like that sort of thing, even I like it just to put a little bit in. That's actually going to enhance the flavour a bit. So now I'll show you how to do the fish. Got the fish that just been washed and prepared. Then you put ginger in the cavity. Make sure lots of it in the cavity, because that will go through to the bottom side of the fish. Okay, and then put some on top of the fish. Now where it's actually thickers with the flesh, put some more there, so that should be okay. Okay, the fish is actually prepared now and ready to cook.